Welcome to Charter Local Edition. I'm Tracy Young. Our guest is Assemblymember Isadore Hall III, who represents the 52nd District and who serves as the Assembly Speaker Pro Tem. He joins us to talk about an award that he recently received from the Southern California Leadership Conference. Nice to have you with us, sir.
Glad to be here, and thank you again for
And you and I have a bit of history. We go back to days when you were on the Compton City Council.
Yes.
Someone told me, watch out for this gentleman. He's going places, and you did so quite quickly.
You.
So congratulations on your ascension.
I appreciate that.
Will you remind us again about just who this organization is, but there's a tie-in also to Martin Luther King Jr.
Absolutely. The Southern Christian Leadership Conference obviously is the organization that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. organized. And it's one that basically wraps itself around civil justice issues and civic issues, those very issues that help to empower a community, develop and restore a community, and such like the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And every year, once a year, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, they hold a big gala where they honor an individual, in their opinion, who has for so many years given back to the community, advocating for education, health care, economic development, jobs.
Real community-based issues that people face on a day-to-day level.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to the likes of Bishop Desmond Tutu, Maya Angelou, the Reverend Jesse Jackson, and many others like that have received that award. And you know, these are individuals upon whose shoulders I stand even today.
You have some work to do, sir.
And so for me to be side by side with these individuals receiving this award is a very humbling experience and yet very honored. I recognize that there are some who perhaps deserve the award more than I. But I'm honored to have been able to receive it.
But this gives you a lifetime worth of time to actually make a difference within your community.
Absolutely.
What issues are important in the community that you think maybe we talk about but we're not paying attention to?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. You know, I am an advocate for health care, and I believe that a healthy community or healthy life breeds a healthy community. And one of the biggest issues that I'm dealing with today in the legislature in my community is that of obesity and diabetes. As you know, in the lower socioeconomic communities, more than any other community, our young kids, our children are faced drastically with the issue of obesity and diabetes.
What do you attribute that to? Why is that the case?
Lack of access.
To what? To exercise and to food?
Lack of access and education to exercise, access to quality foods. On every corner in our communities, you see liquor stores, you see hamburger stands.
So what do you have? You have packaged food, you just said, fried food?
Absolutely.
You're not talking about fresh fruits and vegetables and lean protein?
No. You're seeing liquor stores. We buy our foods for the most part.
Packaged and processed.
Absolutely. And that's not good for us. And it's not because you know, we don't want quality foods, but we don't have access to quality foods. And oftentimes parents, our kids in our communities living in single family residence, mothers don't have time to prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and to make sure you have
So
a
what
good
can we
quality
do to change
four
that?
squares.
Rather than talk about it, how can we fix this?
Well, I think going into the schools, making sure that the schools are educating the kids on healthy lifestyles, educating
how to make good choices.
Absolutely, educating the kids, the parents on healthy lifestyles as well is a great way to do that, and we're doing that right now.
So now that you have this award, it means that the shoulders, you're carrying that weight on your shoulders. So please come back and talk to us about some legislation, how we can move forward and actually make this turn into a reality.
I look forward to it.
All righty. Congratulations on the award again, sir.
Thank you so much.
For Charter Local Edition, I'm Tracy Young. Now back to CNN, HLN.
As your business searches for smart ways to save, don't forget about the one that's right in front of you. Switch to the Charter Business Bundle and you can save big without sacrificing a thing. Get reliable business telephone and high-speed internet with local support and great features. Power your business with great savings starting today. It's easy to pay less and get more. Call now and make a switch to the Charter Business Bundle.
Welcome to Charter Local Edition. I'm Tracy Young. Our guest is Assemblymember Isadore Hall III, who represents the 52nd District and who also serves as the Assistant Speaker Pro Tem. Today he joins us to talk about the importance of bringing back an NFL team and a stadium complex to Southern California. Nice to have you with us, Assemblymember.
Thank you. It's good to be with you
So we've
again,
waited
Tracy.
a long time for this, and
Thank
I know
God,
people
yes.
through time kept telling me the economics and the numbers are just not, they don't make sense. The
Right.
stadium doesn't pencil out. And then lo and behold, 6 months later, someone says, so guess what? We have legislation. You are a part of that. We are now poised to have a team and
absolutely.
a stadium.
Absolutely. I'm very excited.
How did that happen? For years we said it'll never happen.
You know what? This is the second largest venue or medium for a stadium. Or
We're the
for
second largest
entertainment.
media market in the world.
And so how is it that we don't have a stadium? It just doesn't make sense. And
Well, we have SC.
well,
And we have UCLA.
Well, thank God. Go fight on, Trojans.
I'm trying to be nonpartisan. Okay, go ahead. We love the Bruins too.
Right, as we do.
Yes, we do.
But you know, the reality is that it's not just a stadium that we're building, and I'm
Right.
happy to have authored the legislation to bring in a stadium to Los Angeles. But the reality is that it's about the creation of jobs. It's about the creation of jobs.
How many jobs are we estimating during the construction process that we will see, and how much revenue do we believe will be injected into the communities during that time
Well, we're
period?
talking about 13,000 jobs, construction jobs. We're talking approximately 7,000 full-time middle-class jobs. And we're talking $750 million into the region annually and $30 to $40 million into the state's general fund. Now, Tracy, the last I heard, California was broke.
Well, and in December we had the bad news that we lost nearly 39,000 additional jobs just in the month of December.
That's
I mean,
exactly
that's a time
correct.
when we have some temporary people going back to work.
That's exactly correct. So this would be a great boost for the state of California, for our region here in Los Angeles. But not only that, it'll be a great opportunity to bring football back to Los Angeles.
Right. What is your thoughts about the governor signed AB 32, which is the Global Warming Solutions Act, which is trying to actually bring down some of our emissions, and a lot of projects actually left or did not start here in California. We had to let go of some of those CEQA regulations. Are we speaking out of both sides of our mouth?
Well, yeah, it makes you wonder if we are speaking out of both sides of our mouths. I've always tried to send a message that we have to do extraordinary things in extraordinary times. But at the same time, we can't hurt business, but then turn around for a special project and say, okay, we'll create this
We do
opportunity.
it for one. Do we not need to look at the others?
I think that's something that we need to talk about because at this point, businesses are packing up and leaving California.
Along with people.
Along with people.
Yes.
And we have to do everything we can right now to reserve and to restore our economy. And I think economic development in this type of fashion is a clear example of how and things that we're going to have to do and look at.
Will you speak for a moment? It's not just about an NFL team coming. This is an entire complex where there will be, I understand, sports medicine, concert venues, shopping venues, dining venues. I believe a hotel will reside there. So it's about not 13 football games per year plus playoffs and Super Bowls. We're talking about generating almost a mini city there.
It's a family center. It's a family entertainment center.
Okay.
Medical services, entertainment, dining,
office
structures, etc. It's a family life center, and that's something that we need to continue to push home so people can understand that it's a big difference from just having a stadium.
Right, and timing? What do
We're
you think?
talking.
Jaguars?
We're talking.
Do we know who?
We're talking 2012 at least.
But he won't commit to the team yet. All right, we're going to nail him down on the team on the next interview. Thanks for your time. We're certainly looking forward to an uptick in our economy in California.
I look forward to it too, and thank you so much.
You're
Tracy.
welcome, sir.
Thank you.
For Charter Local Edition, I'm Tracy Young. Now back to CNN HLN.